So, Ichigo mentions that Yuaba can predict all his moves anyway, so it's pointless to question how he will attack, but Yuaba pretty much tells him that this is a once in a while reunion, so he will be just testing his power for a while. So he is fighting with a handicap against Ichigo. And yeah, Orihime blocks an attack. So you see, as the fight goes on, uh, I could have, yeah, slowly he gets more serious. Orihime protects him a few more times, and oh yeah, let's just skip that and that. I think that was two. Yeah. Ichigo has become pretty much useless because yeah, he gets mindfucked here. Let's go back. Where was it? No, that's not. Yeah, he releases his Bankai, but we aren't here to look at the Bankai. So, um, Orihime used her barrier, but it's useless because uh, Yuha has bullshit powers where you can't defend against it. He can everywhere he already changes his future, what happens, and that's pretty much it. So he pretty much played like he stated he will just play around. He never intended to kill Ichigo at that point before using his powers because he wanted to see how Ichigo fights. So Orihime's involvement in the fight was completely pointless. So it's just filler. And we go back where Orihime shows that her godly powers can't even heal Ichigo's Bankai. So what happens is that he gets stabbed by Tsukushima, who got a power up. Because if you remember, Tsukushima's power is that he can insert himself in others' past. So what? By the way, how did Tsukushima appear anyways? So did he wasn't alongside Yukino or whatever that kid's name is, and Ginjo exists to tell him to use his power. So what Kubo did is nerf Orihime's power and got a power up himself. So originally Tsukushima's power is to insert himself in others' past, meaning he your uh, cuts your PC and he can insert himself that he put into your PC's a porn collection from home, from his home. So there are video datas of porn you downloaded alongside Tsukushima in the past. That's what your PC is thinking. That's how Tsukushima's power works. But how did he how did he manage to change Tensor Sangetsu's past? He didn't insert himself into Ichigo. He just inserted that Ichigo's Bankai never broke. Meaning that's why Inoue is able to heal Ichigo's Bankai. Yeah, bro, sword was never broken. Honestly, Orihime didn't even, should have not even need to heal it. It should be whole from the start. Because what what's the point if you think you are changing someone's past? Nothing makes sense here. It's it's utterly insane, and this is the last thing Orihime does. And Kubo did this because Tsukushima didn't do jack shit this arc. He honestly didn't even need to exist. Neither did Ginjo or the other Fullbrings. The Fullbrings were completely pointless this arc. And they were pointless filler characters in the Fullbring arc too. So, I think you now know why Orihime is such a useless character. She was built up to be more important than she really was. She was abducted by Aizen to accelerate the evolution of the Hokyuku, and she intended to do the reverse and erase the Hokyuku from existence. But, plot twist, Aizen only intended to use Orihime to lure some captains to cut down the fighting power of Soul Society from 10% to 60%, while sacrificing about 70% of his own fighting force. Yeah, that was totally worth the price. And Orihime, all she did is cry and whine the whole arc until Ichigo got a power up and handled everything. Same with the final arc where she's supposed to be such an amazing, important character. But let me show you how important Orihime really is. This is what Kubo did to Orihime. The only thing you are getting at the end is your ship, but this is the real thing. This is what Orihime is now good for. Fan service. She only exists to be a waifu material for you. Look, even Yorichi beats the crap out of Ichigo because he doesn't get horny and criticizes how Orihime looks. Because how Ichigo criticizes how Orihime looks. What a great character. Well, never mind. I hope now you know why people hate Orihime and why she's such an awful character. And I hope I don't have to hear about Orihime was useful in the final arc or more useful than you think because she's more useless than you think. With this, I end the video.